Today, I want to share the quotes from the book, The Art of Losing Control, written by Jules Evans. The self we construct is an exhausting place to be stuck all the time. It's isolated, cut off by walls of fear and shame, besieged by worries and ambitions, and conscious of its own smallness and impending mortality. That's why we need to let go, every now and then, or we get bored, exhausted, and depressed. Flow is a kind of toned-down ecstasy, something that has some of the characteristics of ecstasy, the feeling that you're losing yourself in something larger, the sense of time disappearing. But flow happens in conditions that are usually mundane. It can happen washing the dishes, or reading a good book, or having a conversation. It's a kind of experience which culminates in ecstasy. We are not really masters of ourselves in the enchanted cosmos. We're meeting houses for spiritual forces, and we must learn to let the right ones in. Even sport became a means to transcendence. People turned to surfing, mountain climbing, and jogging as a way to get out of their heads. There was a widespread urge to lose control, turn off the mind, find your authentic self, seek intense experiences. Ecstasy is healing, inspiring, and social connecting. James also taught that we can heal the psyche through non-rational states of consciousness, flow states, spiritual experiences, trances, dreams, psychedelic trips, which dissolve the rigid walls of the ordinary ego and tap into the healing power of the subliminal mind. This can liberate people from ingrained psychophysical habits like depression, fatigue, or addiction. Most cultures in the world have rituals in which people find healing through ecstatic surrender. Shakespeare's tragedies, of course, are closer to nightmare, exploring the darker shadow side of human identity. His tragedies help us face nightmares and endure them all together. Shakespeare's theater offers magical rituals and mythology for a skeptical age. The skeptical moderns need a religious world full of mythology, but they don't want to be told what is right. Theater can transport us to virtual worlds where we encounter various spiritual presences. When God speaks, he speaks in verse. Metaphor is the ladder between man and God. We get lost in the world of a good book. We gain a special trance-like state of mind in which we become unaware of our bodies and environment. We are transported. Nietzsche suggested, art raises its head where religions decline. Most importantly, the arts, like dreams, help us to confront and connect with our shadows without being overwhelmed by them. But most of the time, novels or films give us wish fulfillment dreams that are pure escapism, easy to consume ego fantasies. Western culture turned to other drugs, alcohol mainly, then stimulants like coffee, chocolate, and tobacco. Such substances were better suited than psychedelics to workers in the machine of industrial capitalism, energizing us for repetitive work, than sedating us for mindless rest. Real knowledge comes out of the whole corpus of consciousness. Pain absorbs the attention and annihilates the self. Nature cultivates two emotions in us. First, moments of epiphany excite us with their sublime power. But second, through habitual communication with nature, we absorb a deep contemplative calm. The excitement and deep calm fill a reservoir of spiritual gladness in our psyche. The best way to change our minds is through our bodies.